These are just some of the major updates we are breaking down for Linux Mint today. All of these changes were officially announced in the May 2026 monthly news post on the Linux Mint blog, and they're heading straight into Linux Mint 23, which is scheduled to drop later this year. Whether you're brand new to Linux Mint or just curious about it, stick around, I'm going to break it all down for you. File Manager Optimization. The first thing you notice when you open Linux Mint is the file manager, called Nemo. Think of it as the Linux equivalent to Windows Explorer. In the current version, running Cinnamon 6X, there's a tiny 200 millisecond delay every single time you open a folder. Now, 200 milliseconds sounds incredibly small, basically a fifth of a second, but once you notice it, you feel it with every single click. The upcoming version elegantly fixes this issue. Instead of forcing that same hard-coded delay every time, Nemo will now analyze the context and load your folder contents instantly whenever possible. The result is a much snappier, highly responsive user experience. If you've ever used an older PC and felt like everything dragged, you're going to love this change. Smart Search Filtering. Sticking with Nemo, the interactive search system just got a massive upgrade. The old feature worked, but it wasn't very visible or seamless to use. Before, if you opened a folder and started typing, a tiny text box would pop up in the bottom right corner of the screen, and your view would clumsily jump to the first matching result. You had to use the arrow keys to jump between files without a clear overview of the rest of the directory. Now things have completely changed. The moment you start typing, a clean, highly visible search bar appears at the top of the window. Even better, the folder instantly filters out the noise, hiding everything except the files and folders that match your text. It feels like a minor tweak at first glance, but it makes daily navigation incredibly satisfying. Built-in screenshot tool and advanced cropping. Next up, Linux Mint is getting its own fully built-in screenshot tool. For anyone new to computing, a screenshot is simply a snapshot of whatever is on your monitor at that exact moment. It's perfect for showing someone a technical issue, reporting bugs, or saving quick info. The new tool drops some fantastic features. First, you can capture a single window either with or without its drop shadow. That shadow is the subtle visual effect around windows that gives them a 3D look. Sometimes you want it for aesthetics, and other times you just want a clean, flat image. Also, if you use a multi-monitor setup, you can now choose to capture all screens at once or isolate a single monitor, a feature users have been begging for. On top of that, you can now crop your screenshot directly within the tool before saving or copying it to your clipboard. This means no more opening a separate image editor just to trim out unwanted sections. Everything happens in one place. Under the hood, developers worked hard to ensure screenshots look crisp and consistent across the board, regardless of the window type. There are two main window styles in Linux, technically known as CSD and SSD. Without getting bogged down in the weeds, the difference is just how window borders and shadows are rendered. The new tool handles both flawlessly, fixing a lot of old visual inconsistencies. Reimagine system dialogues. Have you ever noticed those small windows that pop up when a program wants you to confirm an action? Like when you try to delete a file and it asks, "Are you sure?" Or when an app requests your password. Those are called dialogues. In the current version of Cinnamon, these dialogues have a few visual flaws. The buttons are tightly packed together with zero spacing, titles are misaligned, icons look way too subtle for serious warnings, and the title bar feels empty and redundant. The new update fixes all of this. Dialogues look cleaner, sharper, and draw your eyes directly to the prompt. When your PC asks you to make a security choice, you need to know exactly what's happening and what your options are. Another great update for these dialogues is that you can now drag them around the screen with your mouse. It sounds simple, but it's incredibly practical. If a dialogue pops up right on top of text you need to read to answer the prompt, you can just slide it out of the way, read your data, and finish the prompt. Previously, you either had to close the dialogue or navigate blindly using keyboard shortcuts. Visual polish and interface aesthetics. The visual look of your operating system matters. When you spend hours in front of a monitor, a clean visual layout massively reduces eye strain. Linux Mint uses a core theme called Minty, which comes in both light and dark variations. The dark mode just received a solid update to its colors and contrast ratios, making text significantly easier to read. Another aesthetic detail you'll feel immediately: window borders and scrollable regions used to be completely rectangular with harsh, sharp corners. The new version gently rounds them off, perfectly matching the rounded buttons and drop-down menus already in the OS. It's a subtle, unifying design choice that makes the entire desktop feel cohesive and modern. Furthermore, the Minty, Mintel, and Mintex themes will now share a unified icon set for GTK dialogues. This means, when you go to open a file from inside a third-party app, The file picker window will feature the exact same icons you see inside your Nemo file manager. Consistency is the true sign of a polished operating system. Next-gen Wi-Fi security. Cinnamon is also adding official support for WPA3 and O. If those acronyms sound like gibberish, don't worry, it's completely normal. In short, WPA3 is the latest and most secure Wi-Fi encryption standard, launched by the Wi-Fi Alliance. O stands for opportunistic wireless encryption, which essentially means that even open, public Wi-Fi networks without a password can now provide a basic layer of encryption to protect your data traffic. If you have a modern router at home that supports WPA3, Linux Mint can now leverage that maximum security protocol to protect your personal data. PDF security vulnerability. Now let's talk about something incredibly important, your system security. A serious vulnerability was recently uncovered in Xreader, the default PDF reader in Linux Mint. This exploit allowed a maliciously crafted PDF file to execute hidden code on your computer. All a user had to do was open the PDF and click a single link embedded inside it. The good news? The vulnerability was patched almost immediately. If you are running version 4.6.4 or newer of Xreader, you are fully protected. This incident is the perfect reminder of why security updates matter. I know it's tempting to hit postpone on updates because they seem annoying or interrupt your workflow, but these patches exist specifically to seal dangerous security holes like this. Linux Mint has a very straightforward visible update notification system. Please do not ignore it. Critical scam warning and fake websites. Our final topic today is arguably the most crucial for anyone new to Linux. The Mint team issued a major warning regarding a sophisticated scam campaign targeting Linux Mint and several other open-source projects. Malicious actors are spinning up fake websites that perfectly clone the design of official homepages for popular applications. Their goals are simple: profit off web traffic, steal your personal data, or infect your machine with malware and ransomware. Ransomware is an incredibly destructive cyber attack that locks up your files and demands a payload fee to get them back. For example, the Warpinator app, which belongs to the core Linux Mint ecosystem, was targeted with fake domains. The exact same thing happened to Hypnotix, Mint's built-in IPTV application. The Mint team's advice is simple and incredibly vital. Never download software from a website unless you are 100% certain it is the official domain. This rule applies even if you recognize the application name and even if it's open source. Anyone can take open source code, bundle it into a compromised installer, and put it online. Luckily, Linux uses a much safer distribution model than searching Google and clicking the first download link. This system uses software repositories. In practice, Linux Mint comes pre-installed with the Software Manager app. This allows you to browse and install applications directly from verified sources that are digitally signed by the Mint development team. That is the correct, safe, and fast way to install software on Linux. Those are the defining features Linux Mint is cooking up for its big release at the end of this year. A faster file manager, intuitive search filtering, a robust screenshot utility, modernized dialogues, updated visuals, advanced Wi-Fi security, and a few critical safety lessons. If you're just getting started with Linux Mint or planning a fresh install soon, I hope this breakdown gave you a clear picture of where the OS is heading. It's a beautifully maintained, serious project built specifically for the everyday user. A massive thank you to all of our channel members. Your support keeps this channel running and means the world to me. If you have any questions at all, drop them down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, share it around, and I'll see you in the next one.